All right, shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel, which the true Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Indian and Negro descent. All right, those are the true biblical Israelites. All right, and first and foremost, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And the name Yahweh, that's the true name of who people call God. Some people say Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahuwah. His true name is Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai, that is the true name of who the world calls Jesus Christ, right? So I just want to do this quick rolling through the spirit before I hit the gym because I was watching the video last night of Elder Yashawamba from GMS Dallas. And we know that Esau is going to come down with great wrath because he's hurt of the truth, you know. He's about to demonize the truth and try to say that this is false. But I want you guys to listen to this real quick. See if we'll play.
Tame compared to Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. But he too has music that's full of perverse and disgusting language. Also, you don't have to be a Satanist to promote a false religious system. Kendrick Lamar is potentially leading multitudes of people into false doctrine by highlighting the doctrines of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. He admitted to Rolling Stone magazine that he shared this perspective through his music on his last album. The man behind Kendrick Lamar's recent references to Hebrew Israelite doctrine is his cousin, Carl Duckworth, who is himself a member of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement.
So they keep calling us, they keep saying it's a black Hebrew Israelite movement. And really, bro, there's no such thing as black, all right? They keep trying to put that stigma on us because there's no land called black. There's no army called black. And no one's really black on the planet, you know? Everyone in the Bible, they have a nationality, all right, according to the scriptures, all right? Either you're an Israelite, you're a Moabite, you're an Ammonite, you're a Canaanite, you're an Amalekite, Salakia, you know? And et cetera, et cetera. So, and let me say this too as well. We have so-called Latinos and Native Americans that's with us, all right? So they keep trying to put the stigma of black on us, you know? And we told them plenty of times we're not black. And we don't even identify as black. There's no nation called black, all right? Because if you call yourself an African American, well, America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. And then Africa was named after a guy named Scipio Africanus. Yeah. So let me get this real quick. Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, right? Destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down upon you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Right? So Esau, being the devil, he knows like this is the end of his society, and all he can do is just try to demonize us for revealing the truth. You know, how you gonna try to say this is a movement because we found out that we're the real Israelites, right? Because we fit all the prophecies that's in the scriptures. And verse 13 it says, "And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child." You see that? And the woman is representing Israel when you read this chapter. So we already know that Esau is going to come down with great wrath, you know. So just be prepared, Drake, you know. Just be prepared for the devil to be the devil. All right? You're going to be persecuted for believing in the truth. So you know what comes with it. Matthew 10:22. "And he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved," right? So we're supposed to be persecuted. And the reason why we know that's talking about us is because Christians, they're not persecuted for what they believe in, you know? Everybody loves the so-called typical Christians because we are the true Christians, all right? When you read Acts 11:26, they were called Christians at Antioch, okay? So, the devil Esau, he's making moves, just like he's trying to make moves in this little chess game. The Most High already got him figured out. All right. Let me get this real quick. All right, Ezekiel 35 and 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and they have a everlasting hatred towards us, right? Still to this day, we can see it wasn't a problem with us being thugs, gangsters, selling dope to our communities. We can be anything but that. But the moment we say we're God's chosen people, we're Israelites, now it's a problem. Now we're a hate group. Now we're this and that. You see how the devil is? All right. And this is why the devil, which is the so-called white men, the Edomites, they have to be taken out of power. All right. Because really, bro, they do nothing good for the world or the earth. They just destroy everything that's in sight. And it says, and has shed the blood of the children of Yasha'Allah by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right. So the Most High is getting ready to take these Edomites out. And World War III is on the rise. But we know before that happens, the MOTB is going to be established, right? The digital society. And then also, we're going to be persecuted for what we believe in. Let me get that real quick. In the book of 2nd Ezra, I believe it's chapter 16. Let me find it. Yep, 2nd Ezra 16 to 70. For there should be in every place and in the cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And we're the true ones that fear the Lord. And what's the fear of the Lord? Keeping his commandments, right? They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So we know that they're going to come after us, all right? So be prepared, all right? All right, you need to always have that in the back of your mind, right? And I'm going to skip to verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, save the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Just like it says in Jeremiah 30 and 7. Jacob's trouble is at hand, but he's going to save her. It was a promise that the Most High was going to save that remnant out of Jacob's trouble. It says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So it says, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves, right? So we know that Esau, Edom, and these other heathens, they're going to come up against us. It's like I can say in this book. They're going to come up against us for what we believe. But, they're not going to be able to do anything. And I think there's a scripture on that in 2nd Ezra 2. Let me see. Damn, I'm lacking right now. I'm lacking. Let me see. Yep, 2nd Ezra 2:28. It says, the heathen, which is the other nations, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. So we're not even worried about you heathens when y'all try to come up against us for what we believe in, right? And we know our own family members, they're going to turn on us. They're going to listen to what the Edomites have to say in the propaganda, and they're going to try to come against us because we know 2/3 of our people, they really ultimately that hate this truth, And if you're still calling yourself a black man in February 15th, 2022, you don't know what's going on, bro. Because here you have the prophets and the remnant telling you who you are according to the Bible and the scriptures, and you reject it, You reject the Lord's words, but the Lord knows this. It says, Ezekiel 3 and 7, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they would not hearken unto me. So the Most High already knows, they don't even listen to me. They ain't going to listen to you, Ezekiel. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted, meaning they're hard-necked and stubborn, all right? That's ultimately what he's saying. We know that the nation of Israel is a stubborn nation, okay? So, Babylon is falling, everybody's true in this society. Esau is taking the L. There's nothing he can do. Nobody's listening to him anymore. People are leaving the Christian church and becoming Israelites because we know we got the truth. And, in the Christian church, they're not teaching you none of these scriptures. They're not telling you, they're not preparing you for what's about to come. They're not preparing you for Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, and all this other good stuff, right? But this is what the Most High wants, because he wants this to happen to the people. Because you guys are prideful, and you guys hate the Lord. Second Ezra chapter 8, and I'm gonna start at 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. Yeah, so don't worry about these niggas that's gonna perish. All right, only worry about people that's in this truth that want to do the right thing. Just let the 2/3 or let the heathens be them, because we know the judgment that's coming upon them. It says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Yeah, so when they had grace, they ultimately mocked the Lord, and they didn't take this truth serious, right? It says, moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, right? And that's us. And said in their mind, which is hard, lahab in the Hebrew, that there is no power, there's no God, right? Yeah, and knowing they must die, right? So, hold on. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Second Ezra 8 and 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, last days, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, right? And many miseries are coming to America. We've been telling y'all this for years, and our people still don't understand, because a famine is coming to America, all right? A famine is definitely coming to America, and we don't have food to eat. You're going to really see the worst out of the people. Nah, I think that's Second Ezra 15. Yep, Second Ezra 15 and 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right? So that's what the Most High is about to bring. And when you read this chapter, he's going to, basically describe martial law and all hell breaking loose when you read this chapter, all right? So the point is this. I like this one. 2 Ezra 15:24. It says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, save the Lord. So destruction to you guys is out there living abominable lifestyles, right? And don't think or keep the Most High's commandments. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction. So that's what's coming, bro. All right. And it says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and you shall remain in them. So the Most High is not going to deliver you from them. For Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. All right. And this is the judgment that's going to come upon the Edomites as well. Let me get this real quick. 2 Ezra 15:56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen. And who's the Lord's chosen? The Israelites. Those are the Most High's chosen, the elect. It says, saith the Lord, even so shall Yahweh do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. So that's what's coming to America, right? Y'all children are going to die by famine. See, we're not teaching no prosperity gospel. We're teaching thus saith the Lord. We're going to teach you the truth, what the Lord is really about to bring, which is destruction upon the world. And honestly, people deserve it. All right? People are proud in society. All they care about is getting the bag, scamming people, being niggas, being a thought in America. All that stuff, bro, all that shit is finna end. All right? We're tired of y'all being thoughts, tired of y'all being niggas. And that's finna end, bro. You know, that all that's finna end. Let me get this real quick. And this is a cut for the people that be like, y'all was never born. Y'all was never Israelites. Y'all just false claiming. Let me get this. Isaiah 46:3 says, hearken, which means listen. Listen unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. So you have to be born an Israelite, all right? And like I said earlier, the true Israelites are the Negroes. They're scattered abroad through the Atlantic slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, and Latinos and Native Americans scattered Israel as well. Salakia had a tongue twist at the moment. All right, so those will be the Israelites that were born by the Most High. All right, no other nation is going to be in the new covenant. The new covenant is only for the Israelites. All right, Hebrews 8:8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to thy covenant that I made with their fathers. You see that? And who did he make the covenant? Who the fathers to? The Israelites. In the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. See, the Israelites were led out of Egypt, right? Not all nations. Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall teach no Salakia, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all should know me from the least to the greatest. So that's how we know we're not in a new covenant yet, because we're still out there teaching, right? When we get a new covenant, we're going to get new bodies, and we're not going to be teaching Israelites to keep the law, because they're going to know it. They're going to be programmed to know it, right? Just like we're programmed to commit sin, they're going to be programmed to know it in its flesh, because we're programmed. Let me prove that real quick, just so y'all people don't know. Because it's flesh, the Most High made a certain way to where we go off. I think it's Isaiah 63 in the last verse. No, 17. O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways? See that? Why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and harden our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thy inheritance. You see that? So with that, I hope the video and the lesson was edifying. Shalom. On to the next one.